Hello, everybody. So I have a lot of new followers. Not a lot. I have some. A lot for me. Following me on my Saint page. So I thought I would do a little video on what is Saint. Are you selling it? Yep. Am I wearing it? I will be. So let me get started. So Saint is a 3D cream foundation. So what that means is, all the bottles, the sticks, all of that. Saint comes in tins. And so these are the different tins. And they're magnetic, these pallets are. And so they just stick in there. They're not coming out. And there's a billion different sizes. Saint, customizable to you. So there's these small ones, bigger ones, different colors, more different colors, another one, this gorgeous thing. I mean, these are palettes. You don't have to have a problem like me, but they fit what you want. Okay, if you are the most basic of basic and you just want the lightest, just kind of getting ready, there is a 4. It'll hold 4 tins. But I really, really feel that you need at least the next size up. So the 8 is great because it does 4 and 4. But if you want my honest opinion, you got to go with the 12. Okay, the 12, I wouldn't go smaller than the 12 because, let's see, is this it? Yes, this was the 12, sorry. Because it will fit 6 colors. And I truly think that the 6 is more of the basic than just the 4 tiles. And I'll explain why. Okay, so here's my palette. Inside, if I could open it there, my finger got stuck. You will need 2 highlights. Now the highlights are what you think of as your foundation and your concealer. And they cover. Okay, so they have foundational coverage. You also will get a contour. So this is my contour. And guess what? That is also your foundation. And it also has foundational coverage. It will cover. And then what a 4th, usually people will say a lip and cheek. So your 2 highlights, a contour, and a lip and cheek. But I think 2 more are necessary, which is the bronzer, which is going to warm you up, waken you up. It also helps your face and your neck match. And also an illuminator. So I would say these top 6 right here, this is really what a basic is. And so if you get like a 4, it's not gonna fit. Even if you get like the 8 with the 4 on top, if you want any eyeshadows, you usually want all your creams on top and your eyeshadows on the bottom. You don't wanna mix the powders and the creams just in case they break. And so I really recommend at least a 12 so you could fit at least your 6 kind of most basic face on the top part. Now this is, I believe, an 18. I even have a 27, but I also added a few more lip and cheeks. So this goes on your as blush, lipstick, and even as an eyeshadow. And what's really cool about this lip and cheek is it's Frenchy. And Frenchy can be used actually to cover dark circles underneath the eye, and it will color correct before you even start putting on your foundation. So this is what Saint is. And now you might be like, whoa, you just showed way too much. I get excited. But really what it is different colors that give you that dimension that we naturally have. If you look, I already have a shadow here. That's natural. I have different colors on my face, areas that are brighter, areas that are darker. And these colors, Saint 3D Foundation, brings those to life and they blend together because they are creams. And it just gives you the most natural. It could be very light. It could be very glam. It's what you want. And so even if you want a tinted moisturizer, you could do that with this. You just want a light, it's Sunday, here we go, just a light coverage of your face. You could do a light coverage. You're going out with your man, you're ready to go, you want more drama, same makeup. You just use different brushes or more product, darker, if you want more of a contour. And so Saint makeup does so much and will match what you want. So really you need a palette. you need, okay, so 4 is the most basic. I like the 6. But then you need a brush. Okay, and so there's a lot of different brushes. If you're gonna go for one brush, I really love, this is the blush and bronzer brush. It comes with the Bella collection if you wanna do it, and you save $10 on that bronzer. I also love the detail brush. I love the shape of this. It fits right here. When you're going to do your contour, you could even see how it pushes right along my cheekbone, like perfectly. It'll do that along my jaw, my forehead, and I could flip it over to the smaller side and get those smaller areas when I'm trying to do that. And then there's even a buff brush. This is great for more mature skin. This brush gives fuller coverage. And so if you are like more of a full coverage, you want more glam, you hormonal breakouts, you just need more coverage, this brush. And then there's also a 3D brush. There's so many things. And if you tell me when you send in your color match what kind of coverage you want, I could help kind of lead you where to go. And as a Saint artist, that's my job. So what I will do is when you send me that picture, a bare face selfie, standing right 2 to 3 steps back from a window, no shadows on your face, no makeup. You take a selfie, you send it to me. I will tell you what colors are your colors, because guess what? My palette is not your palette, and it's not your sister's palette, not your friend's palette. We all have different palettes to match our skin colors and our skin tones. Whatever your concerns are, like I have discoloration on my eyelids, some people have rosacea, some people have wrinkles, pigmentations, different color spots. And so I could help you figure out what you need to help color correct. And if it doesn't work the first time, guess what? I'm here and I will still contact you and figure this out with you. I won't leave you alone until we get it right. Sephora's not calling you. Ulta's not calling you. I'll message you. Or you message me. I won't bug you. I'm not bugging you. But I'll help you out until you're happy. So many people, though, I've gotten amazing messages they're just like, I'm getting so many compliments. And they just love the way it feels, because creams are light. They move with your skin. If you have mature skin, this is actually better for your skin. It just moves with your face so much better, whereas those liquid foundations or even the powders sit right in your wrinkles and settle, and they set inside. And it's just, creams are just so much easier blendable, and they just like a second skin. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you a quick face so you could see me in action. Now, these creams are so much more pigmented, meaning they have so much more color, like 80% pigment inside the creams, whereas a general, like if you go and get a bottle, it's like 18%. The stick foundations are about 40%. And so you need less is more in this product. And that's one reason why it's better for wrinkles and fine lines, is because you're not caking so much product on layer after layer after layer. One layer, my friends. One layer. Okay, at least for your foundation. I like to add some extra. All right, so this is my contour. I like to start with contour. It helps me do, this whole thing is like a paint by number. So your contour goes wherever you have shadows. And so I have a shadow here, the shadow on your jawline, shadows on the sides of your nose, underneath your lip. And then we can put it on your forehead here, so that your forehead, if you have a large forehead, we can make it look smaller. If you have a smaller forehead, we can make it look bigger. And so there's different ways we could place the product to get what you want. So I'm gonna start. Now your contour is different, so it's not, mine isn't as creamy. Yours isn't gonna be as creamy, it's a thicker, because you don't want your shadows moving all over your face. So you're gonna get some on your brush. You're gonna start at the top of your ear, and I just kind of like stipple down my cheekbone. And I don't wanna come in further than the outside of my eye. You don't wanna get it inside your laugh lines, okay? So I'm just coming down from the top of my ear and following my cheekbone. I go to the other side, same thing. I could feel for it right here, and I go down. Now, like I said, this does have coverage, but on some of those days when you're more red, or you have rosacea, or you've had a bad breakout, there are things we could do to color correct before. And if you have an issue, let me know. I'm not the best at color correcting yet. I am still learning. I'm newer to the makeup too, and so this is all about trial and error. But I have some amazing friends who have so many tips and tricks up their sleeves that I will find you something. I will either make a video, I'll find a video, I will help you figure out whatever you need. Now my contour on my neck, so it's just your jawline. You can come like right here in front of your ear and come down along your jawline. Same thing here. And I like to kind of like blend it out down on my neck. This is the one spot where we blend down. Everywhere else, you're gonna blend up. Okay, so I'm gonna do the sides of my nose. So I actually, if you look, just got the product on the side of the brush. This is an extra. If you're like, I'm not gonna contour my nose, don't. I like to take that curved part and kind of bring it up into my brow. Get the other side. And up. A little at the bottom. All right, so that is contour. Nothing crazy. Cheekbones. And some people are scared of contour. People, it's part of the foundation. It gives you so much dimension on your face that when you see it, you're like, why have I not been doing this? Okay, so don't be scared of the contour. It really is part of it and one of my favorite parts, okay? Okay, so now I'm gonna go into my main highlight, which is Candlelit. And this is my winter color. During the summer, this is actually my brightener. And so when you transition from the seasons, winter to summer, a lot of the times we could actually just buy you one tin, $14, not $50 for a brand new foundation, $14 so that you can get the next or the brighter or darker, whatever you need highlight, okay? And I'll help you figure that out. You can just send me a brand new color match or say, hey, I'm ready for my next shade. What do you recommend? And I'll figure it out. I'll let you know. All right. So I bring my main highlight. Now this is my foundation along the jawline here. You could do a little bit on your chin. I have some redness and things that I want to cover. So I put some here, but I'm leaving my under eye area blank. So I'm not going up there. I'm using on the side of my nose a little bit. Okay. And then where I put the contour on my forehead, I'm just gonna go underneath. I'm just using the smaller side of the, what's it called? The B squared brush. But I could have totally used my detail brush also to get a finer line, more specific. But like I said, I'm just doing it easy today. Yeah, you know. Okay, so my forehead here, I've done here, here, and here. So now my brightening. I will go to my detail brush for the smaller side, and I'm right now using white peach, which if I would use during the summer might be like, whoa, way too light for me. But I actually, this is my, like I said, this is my winter. So I like to take my finger down my nose and then Cupid's bow, always gets too much on my lip, and kind of the fat top part right here of your chin. Okay. So you are bringing light to the center of your face, and your shadows are mostly on the outside of your face if you notice. Okay, so my under eyes are my problem area. I'm gonna try today to color correct a little bit. And so like I said, I have Frenchie. I'm gonna use my pinky because I just want a really soft touch. And look, I just have barely any on there. I'm not gonna swatch the entire under eye. I'm gonna focus right here where it's the darkest. I'm just very soft touch, kind of blending it out a little bit. And yes, it's pink or like kind of a peachy, but I'm going to go over it with my brightener. So again, very light touch. I'm not doing the whole thing. I'm just taking it on the darker areas. I'm already like sleep deprived and the time change hasn't even happened. Oh my gosh, I'm not ready. Okay, so I just barely color corrected with that peach. It's called Frenchie. And I'm just gonna very softly, just a little bit of product, I'm just gonna stipple. So I'm not gonna rub because then I'm gonna get rid of that color correcting that I just did. I'm just gonna go over those spots. Just kind of blending it out. Now I didn't really put product here. I was using my brush and just kind of kind of going over that spot, but I didn't put like tons of product right there underneath my eye. Whatever's left on my brush. Look at that redness go away. I mean, I didn't get any new product. It was just whatever was left on my brush. Pretty amazing, right? Okay. Oh, we're in France. So I just want you to look right now at the difference of my eyes. So this one is, I do have that peach, but you can see how much brighter it is underneath my eye. And it was just a little bit of product, nothing crazy. And I haven't even blended my face yet. Okay, so same thing. I'm just gonna get a little bit of product. I'm just gonna go over that color. And I'm making sure that I'm stippling. Hey, Ella. Hi. All right, so here I go. Whatever's left on my brush. All right. Say hi, then you gotta go back downstairs. Hi. Okay, so I'm focused here on the outside of my eye. And just right there, that trough of my sleep-deprived eyes. And there you go. So, I mean, people, we're all people. We all have pores. We all have texture. I'm saying this with a crazy face, with all these colors on my face. And so, like, we're all going to still have pores, blemishes, wrinkles, but there's things we could do to help brighten them. And that's what Saint does beautifully. But I don't want you to think, like, get this, and, like, your face is going to be like, ah, like I think it is. But we're all human still. We're all still going to have texture. Okay, so I'm going to be very careful underneath the eyes. Just barely kind of tapping, blending that. Okay. My forehead. Okay, so now I have that contour on my forehead, so I'll make sure that I blend up on my forehead. This area I do more of a push than a stipple. It's a bigger area. Okay. My nose. So I did my lines down. So I'm going to blend down. I'm not going to just go straight over. I'm going to go up and down. Okay. Blend my contour. So your contour also you bring up. Give yourself a little bit of a facelift. Okay. Now I think I pretty much did my jaw line already, but I'm just bringing it down. But there you go. Nothing crazy. All right. My favorite. Bronzer. And so I actually put my bronzer and my illuminator next to each other. This is rose gold. A lot of people look great with rose gold. Most people get matched to rose gold. It's so really pretty. And it's a cream bronzer or illuminator. So I kind of mix. I bounce back both back and forth. And your bronzer goes where you'd be sunburned. So when we're sunburned, it's like on the highest points of our face. So our forehead's here at the tops of our cheeks. And I just kind of stipple a little bit. And I like to put my bronzer on before my blush. I feel like it kind of muddies up the blush, whatever you have as your blush. And it kind of darkens it a little bit, like muddies it up. So, and I'm kind of crazy with the bronzer. I like my bronzer. So I put bronzer on first, but can you just see how much more warm my face looks? And what's also awesome, it makes a bigger contrast to how bright underneath my eyes are, or my cheek right here. And so it gives you like brighter eyes. If I didn't have any contour, if I didn't have any bronzer on, I wouldn't get so much of a pop on my lighter colors. So like I said, on the tops of my cheeks, on my forehead, and just come. Okay, I like to flip over my brush and kind of finish it. So I'll like apply it with the smaller side, but then I finish it and I feel like it gives it a more airbrush look when I use the bigger fluffy side. But can you see that already? I could stop here. I'd feel comfortable going to Target right now. All right, I do a little bit of bronzer down my neck. Just a little bit. I mean, really, it's not that much. Okay. There we go. But not bad, right? So this is what Saint is, cream foundations. I'm gonna go finish just with a cheek. I think I'm gonna get one of my new lip and cheeks. I think I want to go like kind of a soft pink. So I have these lip and cheeks, I have these lip and cheeks. I'm trying to get more. But what's this beautiful color? Let's see. Ooh, that's Hollywood. Should we try Hollywood? Why not? So I like to actually kind of just, this is brand new. So if you rub your finger over it, kind of like wakes it up. But I just kind of put blush a little bit. Tops of my cheeks here. I don't do right here on my apples. It kind of makes your face look more full. But if you kind of want a more lifted look, you kind of go on an up angle. Or, oh my gosh, I'm tired. Okay, here we go. So I like to kind of put it on with my fingers, and then I'll take the big fluffy end and just kind of make sure that it's, ooh, but that's a pretty color. So that's Hollywood. And like I said, I put that on after my bronzer. I feel like you could just see it better. Just a little bit right there. A little bit on the cheeks and the lips. Now, I feel like on the lips, I'm going to be honest, that their lip colors aren't long lasting, but I've been wearing a mask. I guess we'll see. So I actually have some other favorite lips and cheeks that I have really liked, and it's the Superstay Matte Ink. It's Maybelline, and so these are long lasting, especially for the days that I need to wear a mask, which I know on Monday we don't really have to, and maybe I won't have to ever use these, but they're beautiful colors. I'll use them. What am I talking about? But sometimes, you know, on matte colors, like this is even some of the colors that you wear are matte. I like to wear like a gloss over it, and so the lips and cheeks are satin, semi-gloss, gloss, and so they're different. So like this one is more of a gloss, and I could put it over just so that the matte isn't so, it's not as so dry on my lips, because my lips are already kind of dry. It's winter, but that's kind of a trick. So if you're using one of the matte colors, go ahead and pop a gloss on top of it just so that your lips are more hydrated and not so dry. Okay, that's it. If you have any questions, you have no idea what this is, I would love to help you out. I'm here all the time. I'm crazy, I'm busy, but I will get back to you. So if you need anything, if you're interested, send me that color match photo. You stand by a window, like I said, snap a little selfie, make sure there's no shadows on your face, and that's it. So a brush, a palette, and some tins, and that's like almost your entire face. I need like my mascara, and I could even use my eyeshadows as a eyeliner if I needed. So if I was traveling, this was all I would need. That. I mean, think of your makeup bag at home. This compared to, I mean, my makeup bag, look, it's ridiculous. Which one would you rather have? I mean, it seems, that's why I always say the simplicity of Saint is amazing, and it's one reason why I love it. This is all I need. I have a little thing that Saint sells. You just pop all your stuff inside, close it up, wrap it up, and that's it. You have everything together. I hope you have a great weekend. I hope you know a little bit more about Saint, and I would love it to be your artist. All right, bye everybody.